When I look back, my time with Daniel Nasibu, the father of my child, feels like a nightmare that I somehow survived. At first, it seemed like I was simply sharing a home, but very quickly it turned into a prison where he controlled nearly every part of my life. He stole from me my ID, my bank card, my insurance card, even my healthcare portal. With every theft, he chipped away at my independence. I managed to replace some of what was lost, a new ID, a new bank card, but the insurance card is still missing. When he locked me out of the house, I was forced into homelessness for nearly 42 hours. Those hours felt endless. I had nowhere to turn, and in my most vulnerable state, he twisted the narrative to make me look unstable. He called police and crisis teams, falsely reporting that I was violent. His lies landed me in a psychiatric facility I did not belong in. This was his pattern: threats, manipulation, and control. He told me that if I ever spoke out, he would make my life a living hell. He hacked my phone, invaded my email, and spied on my conversations. Once, after I called Adult Protective Services from my room, he stormed downstairs under the pretense of doing laundry, only to intimidate and threaten me. He controlled not just my environment, but my very ability to seek help. During this time, I learned I was pregnant. Valleywise Desert Vista confirmed it. As an intersex person, I was born with both a uterus and ovaries, something he already knew because he had been hacking into my private medical information. That pregnancy should have been mine to cherish, a source of hope and new beginnings. But instead, it became another weapon for him to use against me. Rather than supporting me, he turned my pregnancy into a battleground. He sexually assaulted me and then claimed that I was too unstable to be a parent. He spread lies about me being violent, hoping to create a record that would support his false narrative. When I was unconscious and under anesthesia, my unborn child was taken from me without my consent. That violation was not only of my body, but of my motherhood, my autonomy, and my future. He used the tragedy to try to prove that I was unfit, when in reality it was his abuse, his lies, and his manipulation that created the chaos. The law is clear. Hacking, theft, assault, human trafficking, these are crimes. What happened to me was not a misunderstanding, not a conflict between partners. It was a calculated pattern of abuse designed to break me down and silence me. Pregnancy should have been a time of protection and care. Instead, it was marked by fear and constant intrusion. He monitored my healthcare, switched my insurance without my knowledge, and tried to control every detail. Even as my body was carrying life, he worked tirelessly to strip me of agency. But the truth is this: in the US, fathers have no control over pregnancy decisions. They cannot demand procedures or access medical records. My body, my pregnancy, and my privacy were mine alone, and his attempts to claim otherwise were both illegal and abusive. What I have learned through all of this is that his tactics are not uncommon. Abusers often accuse their victims of being unstable or violent to deflect from their own behavior. Courts, however, look for evidence, not accusations, and I have evidence. Documentation of his threats, his hacking, his interference in my healthcare, his thefts, and his lies. I am not what he tried to make me out to be. I am not unstable. I am not violent. I am a survivor who endured theft, intimidation, hacking, human trafficking, and the loss of a child under circumstances no one should ever face. My pregnancy should have been a moment of joy, but instead it was stolen from me, twisted into another tool for him to control and silence me. And yet, I am still here, telling my story, reclaiming my voice, refusing to be erased by his abuse.